Versatile Mage. Chapter 285. The Top of the Food Chain. The pseudomorphing demon beast finally could not resist the bite. Its brain was crushed into pieces between the giant fangs, while the rest of its body collapsed with the building. The giant lizard began sucking up the liquid from the pseudomorphing demon beast's brain, as if it were nutritious. It did not want to waste a single drop of it. The dense plant life inside the administration building wilted swiftly. The pseudomorphing demon beast died an incredibly fast death, like a goat whose throat was torn apart by a giant crocodile. Its struggle was completely in vain and only quickened its death. It was eaten. Bai Tingting's face turned pale white, unable to believe what she had just witnessed. Mo Fan was also shocked. The pseudomorphing demon beast, which they had no clue how to deal with, had become another beast's food in just a matter of seconds. If the giant lizard were targeting them instead, didn't that mean they would lose their life instantly? The giant lizard had a satisfying meal. It extended its wings, not having any interest in anything else around it, and launched itself into the air. As soon as the giant lizard left, the second layer of the administration building crumbled completely, together with the third layer. The towering structure fell over lazily before crashing into the buildings nearby, bringing them down with it. The impact was huge enough to alarm Mo Fan and Bai Tingting, as clouds of dust from the falling buildings spread all over the place from the impact. Fortunately, the city was dead to begin with. Otherwise, the crumbling of the buildings would have resulted in countless deaths. After all, humans were like ants compared to the size of the buildings. Inside the remains of the administration building, the ceiling continued to fall as the supporting beams broke into pieces. 14 people desperately made their way toward the exit. Various kinds of defensive equipment and barriers made of water, light, and rock surrounded the group. Luckily, the base of the building was rather solid, and the crumbling had started on the second layer. Otherwise, they would now be buried alive within the building. Without the plant walls blocking the way, everyone was able to move more quickly. We're almost at the entrance. Quick, thank God, we're out. The summoned rock golem carried the frozen Song Chia on its shoulder, while the others were moving forward with wind track and earth wave. The administration building had fallen to the side opposite the entrance, but they had clearly heard the impact. However, none of them had time to care about it as they rushed out of the building. We're over here, Bai Tingting cried out in joy when she saw the group make their way out safely. Quick, save Song Chia, she's dying. Zheng Bingshao ordered the rock golem to place Song Chia in front of Bai Tingting. Bai Tingting could imagine how dangerous the situation was inside the building when she saw the hole through Song Chia's guts. Melt the ice. Bai Tingting did not dare to waste any time. She immediately cast an intermediate healing spell. The healing fairy was summoned. As the ice began to melt, the fairy entered Song Chia's body through the hole. Song Chia had totally lost consciousness. Her pulse was so weak that she might die any second. Bai Tingting went all out with her energy output to produce fresh blood for Song Chia. The damage to the internal organs was not fatal, but the loss of blood was. Song Chia's face was extremely pale. She might bid farewell to the world at any second. Damn it, who suggested we come to the administration building? It almost cost our lives. Someone among the group scolded. Liao Mingshuan glanced at Mo Fan and snapped, wasn't it you? Well, sending us to die while hiding out here yourself. How nice of you, Mo Fan. Shen Mingshao and Luo Song immediately pointed their fingers at Mo Fan. They were hostile toward Mo Fan to begin with, thus they would not mind using such a great opportunity to belittle him. Mo Fan was indeed the one that had suggested the group come here. Everyone had just escaped from the jaws of death, while Mo Fan himself was perfectly fine out here. It was reasonable for them to lose their tempers. I would have sealed the entrance off if I wanted you all to die. Mo Fan was never a kind person, so he merely responded with a cold smirk. Weren't you supposed to coordinate with us from the outside? Why are you hiding here? You're such a selfish scum. Liao Mingxuan snapped furiously. Liao Mingxuan's leg had also been impaled by vines during the battle. The extreme pain caused him to clench his teeth. He was only using it as a way to release his anger. Bai Tingting was busy saving Song Qia's life, so she was too occupied to defend Mo Fan. On the other hand, Mo Fan had enough of these idiots' bullshit. Their voices alone were irritating enough. What happened? Why did the entire building collapse? Zhao Manting asked. The beast at the top of the food chain in this city just saved your lives. Mo Fan said. What do you mean? Mu Ningzhu asked. It was a razor-tail drake. It just ate the pseudomorphing demon beast alive, Bai Tingting explained after taking a deep breath. Bai Tingting told the group how the razor-tail drake had appeared out of nowhere and killed the pseudomorphing demon beast in an instant, leaving everyone with their eyes open wide and their jaws dropped. Luckily for them, it was only interested in the pseudomorphing demon beast. Otherwise, all of them would have died. From Bai Tingting's description, the razor-tail drake was at least commander level, as the pseudomorphing demon beast, which was already considered a deadly threat to the whole group, could not survive even a single bite. Holy shit, I want to go home. Same here, this place is too terrifying. What was Dean Song he thinking about sending us here? Look at the things that we've encountered so far. There's no way we are able to deal with them on our own. Liao Mingxuan blurted out. Song Qia had almost lost her life, and some of them were almost dragged away while they were barging out from the building. It was an extremely close call. What was even more terrifying was the reason they were able to make it out alive was that a razor-tail drake had just eaten their would-be killer in a single bite. The entire building had collapsed just from that conflict. Who the hell would have the guts to continue the investigation? Something is definitely wrong with the information that the Hunter Union has. The danger level of this place is way higher than what they told us. Or maybe we're just too unlucky to stumble into such a terrifying beast when we just arrived here. We should still be able to finish our mission if we are more careful. Lu Zhenghe immediately interrupted. Liao Mingxuan and Zhu Delong looked at Lu Zhenghe strangely. They were surprised Lu Zhenghe would make such a daring decision after what the group had experienced. I don't think there's anything wrong with the information that the Hunter Union has, Zhao Wanting spoke up. Are you serious? Look at the stuff we've encountered. You just saw the corpses in the building. In simple words, the hunters who made it back alive didn't stumble into anything too bizarre, so they thought this place was relatively normal. As for those who did stumble into something extraordinary, Zhao Wanting paused for a moment before continuing with a wry smile, those who stumbled into powerful demon beasts are all dead. I don't think they were able to report back if they were all dead. Chapter end. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.